Weather now. We do have Tevin Wooten here. We're talking about wild weather in the Midwest and the South. Of course, there's still a drought going on. It's just crazy what's going on in our country.
Yeah, ongoing drought specifically across the western U.S. and here at home. But one of those sectors across the nation's midsection where a lot of that flooding is, they're not in drought. And that's a testament to how much rainfall we've seen there across the past, not just several days, but past several weeks and if not months, too, through Nashville and Middle Tennessee, northeastern Arkansas, and even back across central Arkansas as well. Here at home, I wish we weren't in drought. Unfortunately, we are in drought, abnormally dry across much of the 6-8 region, and that moderate drought exists for about 50 to almost 60% of the Commonwealth. This drought monitor, by the way, comes out every Thursday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, and a lot of folks have been asking me, how are we still in drought? Why are we still in drought? It seems like it's been raining for the better part of not just April, but the spring months so far, March and April. But the issue is you got to go all the way back here to last summer when we really start to pick up deficits in terms of rainfall. 2 inches below normal in Boston, or almost 2 inches below normal in Boston for the summer of 2024, near 6 inches below normal for the fall of 2024, and winter and spring were barely on target. So that in and of itself culminates to why we are still in drought. It would take another 6 to almost 8 inches of rainfall over the course of 30 days to alleviate that drought. We did have some rainfall yesterday, but barely trace amounts across Cape Cod, although that's likely to stack up closer to ½ an inch before the next 2 to 3 hours are done, just because this is the final push of moisture coming in. It is chilly this morning. Temperatures feel like 32 in Boston and in Concord. Walpole at about 37 degrees, and will likely turn even colder for feels like temperatures by the day's end, given how gusty our winds are today, where, yes, isolated pockets of damage are possible. Not likely for everyone, but if you've got tree limbs that are loose, this 30 to maybe even 40-mile-an-hour wind from the west and northwest could certainly cause it to come down. So bear that in mind today. It's breezy this afternoon, but it is sunny after all. The clouds are breaking apart. You can already tell here across Keene and Rutland where some of that colder air is. That's an absence of the clouds, which is why we have some of the colder air, but also sunshine, too, for the second half of the day today. So highs are right around 40 to 45 degrees. That is cooler than the norm. We'll likely see near normal temperatures return on Thursday, where highs are near 53. On Friday, as we approach the weekend, it will start sunny on Friday and on a much cloudier note. And then we get to Saturday, where there's scattered rain showers. That's very persistent throughout the day. And then Sunday, we've dropped the temperatures down because we take on an onshore wind. We'll explain what that will do for your weekend and perhaps ruin some of those outdoor plans for Sunday, coming up in the next few moments.